Well, something that's kind of connected to Slim 400's death, and you and I have briefly talked about this person, and I found it funny when you texted me earlier that you wanted to chat about this guy, because about 6 months ago, Lonzo, I brought this guy's name up on my show, and you were like, yeah, I heard his name, but I don't know enough about him. So we barely talked about him for about 30 seconds. But I remember telling you at that time, I said, give it a month or two, you're going to hear this guy's name everywhere. I'm obviously talking about Charleston White, who needs no introduction. He says some interesting stuff. He said F Nipsey Hussle. He said F Slim 400. F Young. I mean, he's been very disrespectful. Talk to me about Charleston White, man.
Ooh, and when I say this, I'm not on his radar right now. I'm not big enough to be on his radar, or at least not yet. Charleston White has a lot of good points, but he's very disrespectful. Mm-hmm. It's what he says and how he says it. I don't wish bad luck on nobody, but somebody gonna catch you slipping. Because you are dipping, you pissing in the wrong pool, Doc. You pissing in the wrong pool. The way he says things, the way he emphasizes, have so much venom in his voice. It's like, dude, I hear what you're saying to a certain degree, but the way you said it is you almost wishing death on yourself, and by doing that, you almost wishing death on them, but you also wishing death on yourself, because you're talking about people got a lot of love for folks, man. I heard him say, fuck all gangbangers if they died, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I understand how you may feel. And I'm going to say something kind of in Charles' defense. And it's going to, some of y'all might not like me for saying this. Y'all might tune out after this right here. But I've watched gangbanging over the years. It has nothing but it has been a real cancer in our community. It's not benefiting anyone. Okay, I've yet to see it benefit anyone. It's an illusion of security that's only within a certain area. It doesn't apply outside of where you live. It causes you to have to live like a deer in hunting season. You're constantly looking over your shoulder. You're always in fear of a drive-by or somebody getting with you. And yes, you got numbers as long as you with your boys, but as soon as you're not with your boys, you got to travel in a pack just to maintain security. And then at any given time, somebody in that pack may cause you to go to war for something you have nothing to do with, okay? But you have to defend this because he's from the hood. I understand we got a lot of hood love. I got hood love for all my boys too. But there's certain things, as a grown-ass man, I'm not getting out of my bed to go deal with some stuff that I know they had nothing to do with. Plus, I got enough sense to question the situation before it goes down. And a lot of brothers are doing hard time, dead, or whatever the case may be, just trying to prove themselves to be something they're not. And for the game to have changed as much as it has in the past 20 years, it don't pay the benefits are not there. And this is, I guess, Charleston White is saying the same thing, but he's saying it in a very foul, demonic way. I don't wish death on no brother. I wish every brother would get some education and get some understanding, because understanding is better than education if you know how to apply it. Okay, some brothers get to understand that, hey man, so we can survive in this community, because what applies in our hood don't apply no place else. Okay, we the only one that's focused on killing each other. We the only one to do that. Yeah, essays have their problems, but look at their communities. Okay. Yeah. But look at their communities, okay? The focus, they may have some groups that may get into it, but it don't affect the progress of their overall community. Look at Compton, okay? I'm not mad at nobody that's Spanish. Trust me, I got family granddaughters that are half Latino. But you have to understand the movement. Everything has a place. And for some reason, the thug life and the gang life is people who are not of that life try to be in that, and it deteriorates the whole purpose, because everybody ain't a thug. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Everybody ain't a thug. But your boy, he's disrespectful. I hope somebody yank his chain, but at his age, it probably won't do no good because he's gonna keep on doing what he's doing until somebody puts something on him that's gonna make him understand. You can't say that, man. You know, you have to say, you can say things, bruh. We might want to rethink our position on this gang thing. But the fuck everybody and oh man, good, he dead. Man, come on, dude. You got people got family, people got loved ones, dude. Somebody gonna get with you. Trust me.
Yeah, man. And the interesting thing about Charleston White is, and this can all be traced in YouTube timeline, back when I had about 5,000 subscribers in early 2020, I was one of, if not the first people to interview Charleston White. This is way before the Nipsey Hussle, like way before the antics of him being, you know, what he's doing now. And after our interview, we stayed in touch. I still have his number in my phone to this day. And he wanted to do business with me about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. And I told him, I said, you're too hot, dude. I said, I can't. I live in Los Angeles, bro. I live in Los Angeles, dog. I can't walk around Los Angeles safely with you saying the stuff you're saying. And keep in mind, Lonzo, this was 2 years ago, and he was saying not even a quarter of the disrespectful stuff. He turned it up. And he even told me, he's like, man, I'll turn it down. You know, I'll turn it down, you know, if you want to do. He was, you know, legit trying to do business with me. And I was just like, nah, dog, because I see where you're going. And if anything, he didn't turn it down. He turned it up. All the way up. And it's so dangerous. I'll tell him to this day to his face, what you doing? It's dangerous, dude. Dangerous, and I can't be involved with it.
Sean 283. No, I don't agree with him, but I do understand what he's.
Of course, that's why I interviewed him, because I understood what he was saying underneath. He was saying, yeah, but all that disrespectful shit. I'll never be disrespectful to nobody, because everybody believe what they believe or do what they do for a reason. I can't share that sympathy. But what I can say is, being from the hood, being here all my life, and watch it evolve, and I watch the code get eroded. See, the problem I see right now is there's no code. The code is eroded. Used to be a time, if you wasn't with it, nobody really messed with you. Okay, it was limited to people that were really doing it, but it became popular. It became fashionable. It's like a pair of tight ass jeans. Folks, first, only certain guys wore tight jeans. Now everybody wear tight jeans. Okay, so you got folks on both sides of the team, red and blue, killing each other. You got folks. It almost don't make a difference to be, because you got folks that was on the blue team. It ain't the blue team no more. They doing something else, and the red team is it's disorganized, and it's not prosperous. It's not prosperous. There's no advantage to our community. I mean, come on, man, think about this. All it does is make the hood hot. Okay, bodies drop. When bodies drop, hoods get hot. Okay, and the people that tape off the bodies and get paid for locking up the shooters, they don't give a damn. And it's the same thing I said about hip hop, man. You know, the people that's making the money off of hip hop don't give a damn about them rappers getting killed. Hell no.
They don't give a damn about the rappers getting killed. They ain't killing their kids. They don't know nobody in this situation. The guy that's going to jail, the guy that's getting buried. They don't know. All they know is the streams are going to go up, and if there's an insurance policy, the man's coming with a check in the mail. Simple as that. That's all that matters to them. And that's the part we have to understand, that it's bigger than our emotions. Okay, and that's the part we have to learn to control as a people. That's how the Black Panthers and all the other organizations of the 60s and 70s got infiltrated, because they played mind games. They kept them fighting. Your boy J. Edgar was notorious for sending letters about PPP and different folks, and keep them fighting amongst themselves. So eventually they destroyed themselves. How is it? Think about this for a minute, man. Y'all know this, but I do, because I was there. The Black Panthers were not a anti-community, anti-police organization. They didn't want the police messing with us. They protected their community. They fed kids. But when the FBI got through with them, they were a terrorist group, and they made sure they destroyed themselves. And all they didn't do to themselves, they did the rest. But,
no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Blood have been a part of the community I'm not gonna say destroying the community, but creating terror in the community amongst themselves, and they've been allowed to flourish for 50 years. If anything that's good for Black folks, trust me, will not flourish for long. It ain't gonna flourish for long, dude. It ain't gonna flourish for long. Anybody got something good to say about black folks ain't gonna flourish for long. Farrakhan, they banned it for everything. Okay.
Yep.
Hip hop example. Chuck D, you don't see him no place. You see Flavor Flav everywhere. Come on, man. Hip hop example. Okay, so you see that. When Professor Griff said what he said back in the day, he had to go. And Public Enemy ain't had the same impact since then. Meanwhile, Flavor Flav done had 3-4 television shows. Okay. He didn't have 3 or 4 shows. He had a roast that made me like, "Ooh, dude, you gonna take that?" Because I'd be fighting on Comedy Central. You can't call me a crispity roasted black ass nothing. You can't do that. Even if it's true, I'm finna go to war. So what I'm saying is, folks, I understand that most of y'all have grown up in this lifestyle and you're very familiar with it. Okay. But I remember a different time when the hood wasn't like this. It was, hey, yeah, we had gangsters, but that's all you walking, hey, what's up, boy? Go on, man, get out of here. Your mama have a fit. And that's what it was for me. And I understood that. And even some of my partners, we talked about that the other day. Me and my boy Omar Bradley, former mayor of Compton. Same thing with him. He was playing football. If you play football, sports, something like that, shit. They didn't mess with you too much. Eve After Dark, the gangsters loved the fact that I put a club in the hood for them to come to, and they made sure nobody messed with me, man. I survived. Thank God, never been robbed, never been jacked, never been beat up. I had some fights, but the fights I had was personal. It wasn't me somebody trying to take over nothing. No. So when I see what I see and I've experienced what I experienced, again, I'm older than y'all. So I've seen things y'all ain't never seen before. I've seen Peace in the Hood. I've seen back up. Saturday, Compton, California. I'm DJing the car show. We got about 200 low riders, beautiful cars, bikes, 3-wheelers, motorcycles, everything. All triple OGs like myself. Not one security guard. Not one security guard. Not one fight. Not one hassle. Not one disturbance. Not anything. Because we know how to do that. Okay? We know how to say, excuse me. Oh, man, my bad, bro. Now, if he's went over there with a nail or a key and started scratching them cars, he'd have got his ass beat. But because nobody that stupid, and I looked around the room. I'm on the stage. I DJ for like 6 hours that day. I looked around the room, man. It wasn't a lot of youngsters. There were some few young guys there, but it wasn't the guys that need to see that. They weren't there. Okay, the guys that need to see that. It's like when you go to church and all the women and the mamas and the girlfriends praying for the gangbangers. The gangbangers need to be in church hearing the prayers. The preacher he preaching to the choir and the mama, but the brothers need to hear them prayers. They out in the streets. Saying they need to see that. But we did it. We didn't do it for the grown ass men. We did it for the kids. The kids need to see grown black folks and Latino folks getting together, hanging out, passing out toys. My organization, Lyrical Revolution, we passed out toys. I DJ'd, my girl Rita and her guy Gary put together a hell of a car show. We had bombs, we had low riders, they had a little hopping contest. It was really a great situation because we know how to conduct ourselves in our environment. And that's something we need to try and transfer to some of the youngsters. But like I said, folks, Charleston White, dude, like my man says, he writing the check, somebody gonna cash that some bitch. Somebody gonna swipe his credit card. You watch.
Yeah.
And I see him in situations with Marv and the other brother, the Cripple.
Mob James, he's had a couple. Melvin Farmer.
Huh?
Melvin Farmer.
He found a reason to get the fuck up out of there real quick. Okay? The dude might weigh 150 pounds, dude. Unless you got some serious bodyguards off camera, you might want to watch your mouth because you're disrespectful. He's disrespectful. Yep. Go ahead, Doc.
Sean is saying so he's wrong because he's not scared. I guarantee there's a little fear in Charleston White's heart. You can't be that stupid to not fear now. I mean, he may have a little extra courage because he's in a state where you could walk into a Walmart with a gun on your hip, but I think Charleston White is still scared of. I think he's not stupid. He's scared of shit.
You know what, man? people, these cameras, this YouTube, this internet shit been getting niggas' asses beat like a son bitch, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He know when to get out. He talk that shit as he leaving, okay? I've seen it happen before. I've seen people, man, you know what? If it wasn't for me, if I didn't have to go home right now, I'd be, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, sure, buddy. Yeah.
You wasn't calling me right now. Where your phone at? You my man, you hear that? Okay, so, again, Doc, he's getting what he wants. He's getting attention. We talking about it. He's,
Yep.
And Lonzo ain't gonna do no shit like that. Lonzo ain't got the clown, ain't got to disrespect nobody to get that kind of. If you want that kind of attention, I don't. That's like a girl. You get mad when you wearing this low cut dress, but you mad.
Damn, Compton girl. Okay. Compton girl just donated $50, man. Again, Compton girl. Wow. Damn. Thank you so much.
We gonna have to go out and we have to go out.
You got to do something for Compton girl. We got to figure something out that we can do for her. That's 2 weeks in a row. Thank you. By the way, if you guys want to donate, there's a little $ right below. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you, Compton girl. Shout out to you. Any questions? The floor is yours. Go for it, Lonzo. Keep going, man.
Yeah, well,
I just want to give her a shout out.
He got a he does get out there before he threatened lawsuits. Yeah, and all that's good and dandy because most of the people that he threatened lawsuits again, they probably can't afford. No, they probably got enough strikes to lose a baseball game. So he understands who he's dealing with. But again, at some point, one time, somebody ain't gonna care. Okay, Somebody ain't gonna care. Somebody ain't gonna care. And one of them youngsters, that's probably what's gonna happen. Somebody who got a fresh record, who just, you know what, I need to win some points for the homies, and I gotta go deal with this fool just to shut him up.
Yeah,
and that's how
little 16-year-old, 17-year-old do 3 years and out.
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy, man.
Folks, we got 65 people in the room right now. We're doing fantastic.
Dope. I love that. If you guys can hit the like button when you enter the building, Lonzo and I would really, really appreciate it. Hit the like button and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified every time we release content. Hey, Lonzo, what's that dignity quote that your podcast professor told you when you asked him, is there a way to... You got to end this Charleston White thing. You have to end it with that because that's perfect right there.
The brother Ahmad Santos, the guy who turned me on to YouTube and got me proficient in YouTube. Aside from Dusty, he was my professor at the Brotherhood Crusade. I took an afternoon class, and I asked him, I says, "Man, is there any way you can have a successful YouTube channel and not keep your dignity?" He said, probably not. And Charleston is a good example of that. It's real hard to sit here and speak like you got some sense without, especially on a delicate subject like that. Okay, if I went off like Charleston, my numbers would go through the roof because everybody's going to share this thing.
Exactly.
Everybody's going to share it. They're gonna like it. They're gonna dislike it. They're gonna comment. My numbers will go through the roof. But before I do that, man, I'll get off the channel first. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm not gonna look over my shoulder because I just said something stupid to get some likes. Them likes ain't gonna cover your ass when them bullets start flying. Okay? They ain't gonna cover your ass when people start beating your ass. When Lonzo goes to some place, I told the story today, man. I told the story today. I was in Inglewood.
Keep going, Lonzo. Give me 2 minutes. Keep going.
I was in Inglewood at Norm's on Crenshaw Imperial, and this cat walked up. He looked at me, and he said, "Yeah." This dude was blued down, tatted all over his neck, earlobes, everything. The cat looked very intimidating just to look at him. Yeah, man, I know you. And I had to put my hand on my steak knife. Yeah, what's up, Doc? Yeah, man, you Lonzo. Yeah, what's up, dude? Man, I see you on YouTube all the time, man. I love what you be doing, man. Much love. Reached out, shook my hand. So, because I'm everywhere, I ain't never had a hood issue. I ain't never had a problem going nowhere. I never had a problem. I go too many places by myself most of the time. And when people recognize me or say something to me, I don't want them to be looking at me for to check me on something I said on YouTube. Not that I'm no punk by no means, but it's just some things just ain't cool, man. And I'm not gonna sell myself short like that. I didn't do it in the beginning. I ain't gonna do it too old for it now. I'm not gonna go ahead and let YouTube get my ass whooped. Are you crazy?
Nope.
That's what happens. A lot of cats will let YouTube get their ass whooped, or they be YouTube gangsters. I didn't see. I'm a real dude. I ain't no gangster, but I ain't no punk by no means. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's go to another subject.
Yeah, yeah.